Hello there everybody and welcome back to Magna Carta 2. I'm back again in Navyblue Marsh, and instead of meeting everybody back in Kotamari like I said I would, I decided to do the side quest that I had mentioned that is in the northern part of Navyblue Marsh going out towards Dunan Hill. And the reason for that is because we will be coming back to this area for the second request for Igton. So it'll be good to kind of come to this area and clear it out now. So what I've done is I've saved at the pillar. And now that I'm all rested up, I'm going to continue north. And once you get north enough, a cutscene will play.
Argo, I've been waiting for you. What kept you? Let's finish this.
Drago, you hate me too?
A Trewa never compromises. Take your weapon.
Drago.
Let's do it!
So yeah, more of Argo's fellow Trewa are hiding out here in Navyblue Marsh. I guess that they've been looking for him. They seem to have a bit of a habit of finding him wherever he goes. But anyhow, we now have to fight Drego. This is an optional boss fight, but it's easily missable, and it does count towards one of the quests for the 100% game completion, so you do want to make sure not to miss out on this one. Now, you can defeat Drego and his two servants, however, the servants are not necessary. If you defeat Drego and leave the two servants, you'll actually complete the quest. It's not one of those ones where you have to defeat all of the enemies, which is kind of nice. And in the fray, there's also going to be a bunch of the Miri creatures. They kind of sneak themselves in, so you kind of have to watch out for that, because they're not powerful, but they can be a little bit overwhelming and a bit of a nuisance, just because there's too many things to focus on all at once. As you can see here, my party's kind of changed their focus just because there's way too much to kind of look at, so take your time. I don't find Drego or his servants to be particularly difficult. They look a little bit more intimidating than what they actually are, especially because we've had experience fighting some of the Trewa in the past. And really, they all have very similar battle styles, so once you've fought a couple and you've gained a bit of experience, you should know what you're doing. You don't have to worry about status effects or anything. They do have a couple of powerful attacks, but if you manage to get them defeated quickly, then you really have nothing to worry about. I'm gonna see if I can switch my target to Drago to get him finished off here, because this is kind of dragging on a little bit. Just because the target keeps changing when all the Miris come into the battle.
Your attack is monotonous. It's not.
Argo, chief of the Bluemoon Trewa. Your skills haven't rusted at all, I see.
You want revenge against me too?
After our home was destroyed, I hated you at first, but now I have reconsidered. The Bluemoon Trewa village was destroyed because we were weak in comparison to the Blackhorn Trewa. That was the only reason. The Bluemoon Trewa needs strength, so that we can resist both the Blackhorn Trewa and Shuenzite. Because of that, we've been active in Abazet, making a union.
Wait, not the trade union? You were behind such a large-scale organization?
We're going to restore the Bluemoon Trewa village. It's finally starting to take shape. The rest is up to you.
What do you mean?
The Bluemoon Trewa need a leader. The Bluemoon Trewa, who have been scattered to all the lands, have already gathered at the Ruhalt Plateau. If something strikes you as wrong about it, take the chief's seat once again, Argo. I've been wandering all the lands and summoning our fellow Trewa, but there is a long way yet to go.
Drego, are you sure you want me to do this? You want me to lead the Bluemoon Trewa again?
I won't accept anyone but you. Go to the Ruhalt Plateau. Your fellow Trewa are waiting for you. You can take it from here. Now I can finally return to Abazet.
I'm grateful, Drego.
Aw, so that's kind of a nice quest. I like it because Argo finally gets the respect that he deserves, and he finally kind of gets the confirmation and the validation that he's been searching for the entire game. He blames himself so heavily about his tribe being demolished, but really, in actuality, it really wasn't his fault, and so I think it's kind of nice that he finally gets to hear that, considering that Argo is just such a nice, quiet character. He's never one of the ones getting into trouble or causing any drama. I quite like Argo, and every time you fight one of his tribe members or ex-tribe members, you kind of feel bad for him, because how many of his friends has he had to kill? I guess in retrospect, a lot of the members of our team have had to kill people that they haven't wanted to, but it's a little bit different when you are in charge of a group of people and they trust and respect you, and then you all of a sudden go to having to murder them. So anyways, that's kind of just my whole bit on that. We were given another quest, which is going to be to actually go to this new tribe once we get to Ruhalt Plateau. And that's going to be added to the plethora of quests that we have to do once we get to Ruhalt Plateau. We still have to finish a couple of things up for Icton though before we are able to go to that area, so what I'm going to do now is return to Kotamare. We'll give Icton the alloy, and then we'll see what else he wants us to gather. He said that he was missing 2 main ingredients. So we're halfway there. We just kind of have to figure out what the next part of this involves. I did do a little bit of grinding, not much, but a little bit, and I was able to get a little bit of SIDS, so before I forget, I'm gonna go see if I can't afford the one weapon that I'm missing for Judo up at the weapons shop. It does look like I'm able to afford it, so I'm gonna go ahead and buy that. And I'm just gonna take a quick look just to ensure that I'm not missing anything else. A couple of accessories, but that's about it. Might as well buy them while I have the money and the opportunity to do so. But now that I've done that, I'm fairly satisfied that I've done a good job of keeping up with all of the current weapons, so all I need to do now is just wait for the new set to come in. And I had mentioned in the last video that weapons will be swapping very soon. So let's talk to Icton and let's deliver the alloy. And he's going to tell us about the second thing that he needs, which is a command. Surprise, surprise, we have needed commons for a lot of things in this game, including the quest that we did to save Judo's life, so we're gonna need to kill another strong monster, and it seems like we're kind of running out of those. I mean, how many strong monsters can there be in the area? But fortunately for us, there is actually one more at the very least. There's a giant monster in Navyblue Marsh that we are able to find and get the command from, which is just so incredibly convenient for us. And of course, this is a unique monster. We've never seen it before. It acts as sort of a little mini-boss, and you'll only be able to run into it once you have talked to Icton and got that objective. So now all we gotta do is come back out to Navyblue Marsh and find the creature. You'll notice that it's not marked off on the map. Icton just said to search around, be patient, and eventually in your travels you will find the monster. But it's going to be around the same area that we just found Drago in, which is going to be to the north, going towards the exit to Dunan Hill. So basically just backtracking back to where we just were. And this is a bit of a shorter video, but I am going to stop it here because we do have a lot to do in the next couple of videos, and this is probably a really good place to stop. I can once again do a little bit more grinding if I feel like it, take a minute to kind of make sure I haven't missed anything and whatnot, and then I will get back to you guys. Thank you all so very much for watching, and I hope that I will see you next time.